Hey there, I am here to talk to you today about substance abuse. When I say substances, I mean marijuana and alcohol. Now, as adolescents, as middle school and high school students, you don't have a lot of things within your control. You can't always control where you go to school, who your friends are, whether or not you made the volleyball team or the basketball team, but there is something that you can control, and that is whether or not you choose to engage in substances. Now, what I mean by that is, do you choose to smoke marijuana? Do you choose to vape? To go to a party and drink alcohol? Now, something that I think is so important to tell you is that these substances, they're all fun until they're not. One moment you're enjoying smoking and drinking with your friends at a very low-key party and your parents are fine with it. And then the next, someone has a minor possession charge. Or your friend has convinced you that they're not that drunk and they can drive. Or there's an overdose. Or there is now a dependency on these substances or some abuse of these substances. And so these substances, they have the opportunity to take you from somewhere so comfortable to somewhere so dangerous. And that is why I want to talk to you about these things. And primarily, I want to talk to you about the use of alcohol. See, as adolescents, you have reduced sensitivity to the effects of alcohol. And what I mean by that is you lack the cue to stop drinking. See, as adults, we get this cue of, you've had enough, let's have some water, a snack, and let's find a ride home. But as adolescents, you don't always have that instinct telling you, or your brain telling you, we've had enough, let's make a rational decision. And there are so many things that are dangerous about this, but primarily I want to tell you, there are some long-term issues that come from using these substances. Now, in moderate alcohol use, they are associated with brain damage. Moderate alcohol use is associated with slower information processing, hindered ability to learn, reduction in attention, which I know we need all that we can get, and even affect the ability to problem solve. See, as students, these things are so precious to us. And so I just want to leave you with one quick story, and that is the story of my sister. You've heard enough about alcohol, but my sister had a very interesting situation, I should say, with marijuana. See, I'll get right to the choice. She was somewhere she wasn't supposed to be. She was doing something that she had done before, and that was smoking with her friends, except this time the marijuana was laced with something that she didn't know of. Neither did her friends. They didn't know where it came from. They didn't know who got it for them. They didn't know how to trace it back. But what my sister did know is that she took her first hit from a joint and immediately had a seizure. See, there are things in this world that we can't control. But what you can control is what you decide to use when it comes to substances.